Hold on a second. Janice! She really wants to do Please Hold for Dave Sim Jr. because I made her read service number 1. It's time.
I'm not ready yet.
Well, you gotta get ready, kid. Alright, well, I will hold for time. I made her draw service and write Please Hold for Dave Sim Jr. And she's finishing the drawing. I mean, we can get started without her, I guess, and she can come in later.
That would be a very weird Please Hold for Dave Sim, though, that you're already talking to Dave Sim, and that's when she says, Please Hold for Dave Sim.
Well, yeah, but I can edit it.
Well, this is true. This is true. Okay, I will, have you started recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so here, I wrote an intro for this one, so let's see if I can get it to work.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to this July 2020 Please Hold for Dave Sim, which this month we're calling The Bizarre Autopsy of the Strange Death of Alex Raymond. What went wrong? And how? I'm a Moment of Service interim editor Manly Matt Dow, and with me again is Dave Sim.
That was a pretty good Peter Lorre impersonation you did.
That's I've over the years I've worked on it to where it's fairly decent.
Okay.
The best one is when I'll be at work and I'll get a song stuck in my head, and then I start singing it in Peter Lorre's voice in my head, and I'm like, pop songs with Peter Lorre really don't work, but at the same time it makes me laugh.
Someday Ren and Stimpy are coming back. You will have a job for life.
Well, they're bringing Beavis and Butthead back.
Are they? Well, okay, that's really not in the same category. I'm concerned, but anyway. I got a fax from Eddie Kana, a relay fax from Daoud Sutton. Daoud is the Muslim Arabic version of David. And dated, what is it here, 23rd June 2020. Dear Dave, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Assalamu alaikum. I started reading Cerebus in my early teens, around 1985-86. By the time I was in my early 20s, I was on the verge of converting to Islam. I stopped reading Cerebus as I was increasingly uncomfortable with where it seemed to be going in terms of religious concepts. Little did I know that it was part of your journey to some surprisingly similar conclusions, which I only learned about in recent years. Now I am sure of two things. Firstly, that our metaphysics and theology differ considerably in places, while ultimately less so than either of us differs with the abnormal norms of today, at least in many nations. And secondly, that your practice and observances are far more rigorous and disciplined than mine, which I always find admirable. I understand entirely having had enough of an endeavor that seems fruitless. I won't go into personal details by way of justification. However, since we share at least some notable common ground in faith, scripture, and sacred history, I would like to mention the lesson of the Prophet Muhammad's return to Mecca. Turned back from pilgrimage 1 year and accepting this to avoid conflict, he was unexpectedly welcomed with open arms, enthusiasm the next year on the same journey. And Surat al-Fah, which translates as the victory, was revealed, verses 1 to 3 below. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, verily we have granted thee a manifest victory, that God may forgive thine earlier and later faults of the past, and those to follow. Fulfill his favor to thee, and guide thee on the straight way, and that God may help thee with powerful help. Knowing and accepting one's limits is indeed prudent and humble. Despairing of future possibilities, even, quote, impossible, unquote, ones, is neither. I believe that SDOAR is the most worthwhile and brilliant
Yeah.